Well, welcome to CHTV. I'm Eli Penquite.
And I'm Ben Koerner. Today, your Carmel Greyhounds face the Noblesville Millers.
Right now, the Millers are 2-1, coming off a loss versus Fishers, losing 59 to 66. And the Greyhounds are 2-1, having just beaten Plainfield 44 to 42.
The Millers are looking to keep their scoring habits alive as they've scored an average of 62 points per game.
The Greyhounds are trying to keep this game low scoring and defensive, as they've been able to win while keeping their opponents under 50 points.
It'll be interesting to see what the score will be with these very different playstyles.
Right now, number 3, Aaron Fine for the Millers is averaging 19 points per game, while Ryan Clevenger is averaging 12.3. And Hunter Walston is averaging 5 rebounds per game for the Millers. And for the Greyhounds, Evan Harrell is scoring 8 points per game. This has been your Carmel pregame with Eli Penquite and Ben Koerner. Now we're sending it to Josh Melby and Deshaun for play-by-play and color.
Good evening and welcome to the Eric Clark Activity Center for tonight's basketball contest between the Noblesville Millers and the Carmel Greyhounds. My name is Josh Melby and alongside me is my color and good friend Deshaun Barnes. Deshaun, how are you doing tonight?
I'm feeling great, Josh. How are you? I'm just ready for a great night of basketball.
Me as well. We are just a few moments before tip-off here and underway. Let's get into the starting lineups for tonight. For the Greyhounds is number 3, Alex Kudo, number 4, Ryan Clevenger, Mikey Fountain, Evan Harrell, and Mitchell Malloy. Now for the Millers, it's TJ Davidson, Aaron Fine, Justin Curry, Hunter Walston, and Will Smits. There is Walston and Harrell in the middle, and we are underway. Noblesville Millers starting off with the ball. Here is Aaron Fine for the Millers. Curry to Walston. Walston guarded by Malloy. In the corner, it's the Millers. Fine. Gives it to the corner. Fine, guarded by Malloy. Fine, catches the screen, goes down the right alley, swings out corner. Long three, no good.
And although that's off, Fine is showing off his facilitating abilities already getting an open look for the Millers.
Now here are the Greyhounds getting a quick trap, gets it out, it's Clevenger. Clevenger catches the screen, goes down the alley, kicks out to the corner. Here's Harrell. Three's not good. Miller's taking it the other way. Fine. Going down the right, behind the back. Great move. Curry. Long three. Rebounded by Kudo.
And this is just a little bit of a forecasting of how this game might go for the Greyhounds. Lots of open shots for both teams will be generated tonight. It's just about who's going to hit them.
Clevenger has it going for the Greyhounds. Now Fountain catches the screen. Clevenger on the left wing. Spin move. Great move to the bucket. Goes up for the layup. Doesn't get that one to fall.
And that just shows you the progression that Clevenger has had. He was a little bit more known as a defensive player last year, but he's really taken a leap offensively.
Walston doesn't get that one to go for the Millers. Rebounded by the Noblesville. Here's Fine for three. Gets the first basket of the game. Aaron Fine.
He's going to be here for the big moments. One of the best point guards in the state. He can hit that shot from that range.
For the Greyhounds, it's Kudo. Down the right alley, he gets fouled. That looks to be on number 10, Justin Curry. He seemed to get his arm right there.
And this is going to be a furious matchup, just as it always is with the Greyhounds versus the Millers. The crowd is already getting into this game.
Well, 2 minutes underway, and the Greyhounds trail 3-0, looking to still get their first points on the board. Here's Kudo for the Greyhounds. Down low to Mitchell. Malloy out to Kudo. Kudo long three. Back rim, no good.
And Kudo's going to take that shot.
On the rebound, immediately foul called on Fountain. His first on the game. Just going for that rebound right there, and he picks up a foul, Deshaun.
Yep, and Kudo's going to take that shot every time, no matter how many times he missed it. I saw him hit that shot about 10, maybe even 20 times during warm-ups. That was just a miss.
We want Kudo shooting the ball. I want to remind that Kudo ended with his career high in scoring exactly a week ago against Lawrence Central, ending the night with 19. Now for the Millers, here's Walston. Looking inside. Back to Walston. Walston going down the right lane. Good dish down low. Beautiful pass from Walston. There's Will Smits getting the bucket for the Noblesville Millers.
And this is the difference with the Millers. Carmel likes to create their own shots a lot, but the Millers facilitate and average a lot more assists per game.
Clevenger for the Greyhounds to Kudo. Here's Fountain. Fountain guarded by Fine. Fountain to Malloy. Malloy trying to get that inside pass. It's deflected. Malloy has it again. Here's Clevenger. Clevenger guarded by TJ Davidson. Looks down low to Malloy. Malloy dishes it out. One more. Good extra pass from Kudo. Clevenger rises for three. Doesn't get it to go. This one rolls out of bounds and the ref signals it Noblesville ball. So the Greyhounds are down 5-0 with 5 to play this first quarter, Deshaun.
And this has been the story all season so far for the Greyhounds, just struggling in those half-court sets. They're able to get away with it against Plainfield and other teams like that. But in teams against teams that are going to get back, you're going to have to score outside of the fast break.
So Noblesville has it here. It's Aaron Fine. Good move down the lane. He goes up for a layup. Buries that one. Aaron Fine's second bucket of the game. Noblesville leads 7-0.
And he's feeling good early tonight already with 5 points.
Noblesville leading scorer. He averages 19 points per game. But on the Greyhound side of things, it was Evan Harrell going up for a bucket. He gets fouled.
And Harrell is currently the second leading scorer for the Greyhounds, averaging 10.7 points per game and shooting the best field goal percentage out of any of the Hounds at 53%. He's great at getting to the basket just like he did there.
He picked up a foul on Will Smith. That was his first of the game. Evan Harrell, a 75% free throw shooter from the line so far this season. And he puts the Greyhounds on the board. First one good. Greyhounds trail 1-7, 4:37 to play here in the first quarter. Evan Harrell's second shot from the charity stripe. Second free throw is good. Evan Harrell continues to improve that impressive free throw percentage as Noblesville takes it up. It's fine to Curry. Just a lot of handoffs right now around the perimeter. Here's Curry rising for three. Hits that one. Beautiful shot from Justin Curry. And the Millers are clearly hot right now, Deshaun.
And Fine and Curry are feeling it right now. They've already combined for 8 points. Fine's already up to 5 points in a dish early in this game. He's feeling good, and the Hounds look lost.
This Noblesville offense is clearly one of the faster offenses that the Carmel team is going to have to face. You know, they average 62 points compared to Carmel, who averages 45.3. So one thing or the other is going to have to happen tonight. Carmel's either going to have to really speed it up on offense, or they're going to have to try to slow this Noblesville team down on defense. Throughout this first stint of the game, I can tell you one thing for sure. We haven't seen either of that.
Very true things, and even on that last possession, the thing that makes this Millers team so hard to stop is even when you do all the right things, they still can sometimes hit those tough shots. Fine's a great shooter. We just saw how great of a shooter Curry is. Ironically, he just hit a three with two people in his face. I mean, what else can you do there?
It's definitely worth noting that Aaron Fine, Justin Curry, and Hunter Walston are this team's top three players, and two of those three players right here, they're combining for 8 of Noblesville's 10 points. That would be Justin Curry with 3 and Aaron Fine with 5. Those guys are going to be filling it up all night, and the Carmel Greyhounds are going to have their hands full with them.
Very true. They've got to find an answer, and they've got to think of an answer fast before this game gets away from them.
Well, both teams come out of their timeout huddle. Greyhounds have the ball. They are in white, Noblesville in black. It's Clevenger taking the ball up for the Greyhounds. Kudo to Fountain. Fountain guarded by Fine. Picks his ball up a little high right there. Kudo has it now. Kudo, good downwards pass to Mitchell Malloy. Doesn't get it to go in the hands of Harrell, who gets rejected.
And the Millers defense is here, and it's showing right now. Carmel looks very disrupted. Lots of hands, lots of energy everywhere for the Millers right now.
Greyhounds really just trying to get some offense going here. Clevenger inbounding the ball. He gets that one to Kudo. Kudo rising for a corner three. No good.
And those are two shots that Kudo usually makes, starting 0 for 2 beyond the arc tonight. Let's see if he can turn it on. Justin
Curry, baseline drive. Good dump pass to Smits. Smits to Fine, and their Noblesville Millers are going to reset their offense right here. It's Baron Walker subbing into the game. He has the ball. Now here's Walston. Walston looking down low for Fine. Fine, one dribble, fadeaway jumper, no good. Fighting for the rebound here, Noblesville gets away with it. Fine has it, down the left alley. He's gonna make another post move, goes up for a layup, and he catches a foul. It looks like Harrell got him on the body right there.
And although Ryan Clevenger is known as one of the best defensive players on this Carmel roster, Aaron Fine does not mind at all. He's going at him early and frequently in this game.
Well, that is Evan Harrell's second foul already of the game. It will be crucial that he stays out of foul trouble, knowing that he is the second leading scorer on this Greyhounds offense and just a key component of this team. Definitely the star in their front court.
Very true, and not also to mention, he's also this team's leading rebounder. So if he gets out of this game or gets into foul trouble, that's not going to be good for the Hounds at all.
Fine, knocking down both free throws, gives the Noblesville Millers a 10-point lead. Let's see how the Greyhounds can respond. Here's Harrell. Handoff to Vogt. Vogt has it, looks inside to Malloy. Malloy, good entry pass, and that's off the knees of Harrell. quick turnover for the Greyhounds right there.
And they just can't string together a successful possession. Already down double digits in less than 5 minutes in this game. Something's got to change quick.
Well, I said after the Greyhounds went down 10, how will they respond? Definitely not the response that they wanted right there. Noblesville has it. They lead 10 with 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Baron Walker with the ball. Guarded by Kudo, he hands it off to Fine. Fine to Curry. Brewer has it now. Entry pass down low. Backing his man down. And he's going to throw this one out of bounds. Ref blows the whistle. Carmel ball. Definitely better defense right there from the Greyhounds that we've seen all night.
Very true, and it looks like the crowd wanted to travel there. Pivot did look a little suspicious on that play.
Clevenger to Winders. Winders to Vogt. Vogt has it on that right wing. He pump fakes his man, drives down the right alley, kicks it to Winders. Loose ball, Kudo comes out with it. Kudo, right to left, gives it to Clevenger. Clevenger going into 2 bodies, puts up the runner, doesn't get it to go, and on the rebound, there was a foul. That foul was on the Noblesville Millers, so the Greyhounds retain possession.
One thing I'm noticing from the Millers here defensively, they're refusing to give up any open shots, and they're almost denying any passes as well. They're forcing the Greyhounds to create their own shots, which they've struggled with all year.
Here's Kudo in the corner, gives it to Vogt. Vogt to Clevenger. Clevenger to Harrell. Harrell has it top of the key. Kudo rising for 3. That one's no good. Rebounded by the Millers. They're going the other way. Here's Fine. They have numbers. Gives it to Walston. Walston spin move. Good defense from Harrell right there. Now Fine has it. Fine to Walston. Walston to Barron. Walker. Walker catches a screen. He drives right. Rises for 2. Over 2 defenders. That one's a little too long.
And this is just the difference between these two offenses. Noblesville looks a lot more comfortable.
Clevenger trying to get a fast break layup. Doesn't get that one to go. It's glassed off the backboard. But Noblesville stepped out of bounds on the rebound. So the Greyhounds will retain possession right here, inbounding it underneath their own basket. Greyhounds still trail 12-2. Just trying to get some offense going with 1:39 left in the first quarter. Vogt, top of the key. Guarded by Fine. Now Harrell. Harrell denies the screen, and Aaron Fine picks his pocket. One-on-one transition, goes up for a nice left-handed layup. Aaron Fine.
And Noblesville is just doing whatever they want, whenever they want. Just 1:21 left in this quarter, and Carmel's only got 2 points. 0 field goals made as well, because those 2 points came from free throws. Really struggling to get the ball in the basket here tonight.
Well, Aaron Fine, Noblesville's key player and leading scorer, is definitely leading the way right now. Great steal, great defense right there, and that layup got him all the way up to 9 whole points before the first quarter is even over to Sean.
Yeah, he's doing it all tonight. He's got 3 field goals made before Carmel can even get 1. We're going to need to see a turnaround quickly if this is going to be a game tonight.
Yes, the Noblesville Millers just getting it done on offense. That was very much anticipated. The Greyhounds knew coming into this one, it's all about stopping the fast offense that the Millers have, and they have clearly struggled. The Greyhounds have made a lot of substitutions right now, pulled a couple of the starters out, and I think they're going to keep trying different lineups to try to figure things out right here.
And they need to, because this offense does not look anywhere as where it needs to be. And this has been the story all season, but this is the worst it's been.
In for the Greyhounds right now is Harrell, Kudo, Winders, Vogt, and Clevenger. Kudo taking the ball up the court, playing as that one position right now. He hands it off to Clevenger. Winders has it. Kudo, top of the key, guarded by Davidson. Ryan Clevenger coming off that roll, dishes it out to Kudo. Kudo, 1-dribble 3. No good, rebounded by Harrell. Harrell drew a nice foul on that rebound. Way to go, Harrell, getting that rebound over 2 Noblesville defenders.
Yeah, and Kudo's continuing to start tonight. He's taken 4 threes and hasn't hit 1 yet. Starting 0 for 4 from 3. Pretty uncharacteristic from him.
Subbing in for the Greyhounds is freshman Aiden Dickerson, who has been lighting it up for the Greyhounds as a freshman. He has hit 2 threes in 1 game played. He's really doing his job out there. We'll see what he can do right now. That's Dickerson with the ball. Now Clevenger getting the double team, swings it to Dickerson. Ref blows the whistle dead, calls a foul. That seemed to be an off ball on Noblesville. Noblesville getting into a little bit of foul trouble here in the first quarter. That is their 5th foul in the quarter. That means that they are in the bonus 1-1. It's Max Winders at the line who is shooting this will be his first free throw attempt on the year. First one is good. 100% shooter from the line now, Deshaun.
Let's see if he can keep it that way on his second attempt here at the stripe.
That cuts the Noblesville lead down to 11. Chance to cut it to 10. Winders, second free throw, swirls the iron, no good. Aaron Fine for the Millers. Clevenger bringing a little bit of pressure right here. Gets it out to Walker, back to Fine. Fine, one dribble, looking down low for Brewer. Rejected by Harrell. Clevenger going the other way with it. The Hounds have the ball. Here's Clevenger, right wing, to Dickerson. Dickerson to Harrell. Harrell driving left, gets stopped, and Noblesville, both teams on the ground fighting for it. Harrell came out on top and drew a foul. Great hustle out of Harrell so far.
And Carmel's finally starting to show some fight here. Not showing up on the scoreboard yet, but they're finally starting to put up a fight mentally and physically against this team, and they're heading to the line again.
Well, Evan Harrell at the line for a 1-1. He is 2 for 2 on the night and a 75% free throw shooter on the year. A free throw here can cut it to 10, and a couple back into single digits. First free throw, Harrell, it's good. Greyhounds trail 4-14 with 13.9 on the clock here in this first quarter. Summing in for the Greyhounds is Jamichael Fountain. Mitchell Malloy looking to check in for the shooter, it seems. Evan Harrell, second free throw, that one's good. He stays 100% on the night, and he chops down the Noblesville lead to 9 points. Mitchell Malloy does sub in for Harrell, who is out there hustling, probably needed a bit of a break. Fine, defended by Clevenger in the full court. Gets by him, goes all the way with it, coast to coast, and a fancy layup down there.
Fine is making a statement. He is absolutely bullying the Hounds down low.
And Fine ends up with 11 points in the first quarter. Double digits right there for Aaron Fine. This kid has been filling it from all cylinders right now. Clearly Noblesville's X factor.
Very true, and Carmel is feeling it from about 0 cylinders right now. They've got 5 points in this quarter, but 0 field goals made. All of their points came from free throws. Not the quarter you want to see here for the Hounds.
And back to Aaron Fine, quite literally from all cylinders. He has hit 2 free throws, numerous layups, and he has a 3-pointer on this game. This kid is playing at a high level of basketball right now, and he's been doing this. He plays alongside the top 10 player in the nation, Flory Badunga from Kokomo, and they play together on their AAU team, one of the best teams in the state, Indiana Elite. I will say Carmel plays Flory Badunga at home next week here in Eric Clark Activity Center, so a top 10 player in the nation will be making his way into our lovely city of Carmel. That should be an exciting game, Deshaun.
It should be an exciting game, and an exciting game for him, because if Carmel plays like this again next week, his ranking will probably go up.
Yeah, I agree with that. Hopefully Carmel can start figuring some things out, because back to your point, just a slow start. You never love to see 5 points throughout a quarter, especially Evan Harrell getting majority of those on the line. 4 of our 5 points from Evan Harrell at the line. We really got to start, or the Greyhounds need to start figuring some things out here this second quarter and for the rest of the game. Greyhounds start with the ball. Here's Malloy inbounding to Kudo. Kudo guarded by Walker in the full court. Malloy has it. Dickerson still in the game for the Greyhounds, gives it to Clevenger. Clevenger driving right, kicks out to Malloy. Malloy down the left lane, gives it to Dickerson. Dickerson guarded by Curry. He loses his shoe. Playing on one shoe, it's Dickerson. The ball is dead. He hands it off to Clevenger. Clevenger down the left lane, going into 3 Noblesville defenders, and he gets the layup. Tough left-handed bucket from Clevenger right there.
And that's good to get on the board. That's Carmel's first field goal made, and Clevenger is showing his fight. He might be the shortest player on this roster, but he's probably got the most fight out of anyone.
And it was Dickerson with the assist without a shoe. Carmel getting the deflection and the steal. They have numbers. Here's Malloy. Left-handed layup and one. Mitchell Malloy.
And here we go. Carmel has made it out of the first quarter break looking like a completely different team. Starting off with a 4-0 run, possibly 5 if Malloy can convert the and one here at the line.
Great transition defense from the Greyhounds right there. It was Clevenger who gathered the steal, passed it up court to Malloy in that transition, and just a beautiful finish from the big fella. Mitchell Malloy to complete the and one, hits his free throw. That cuts down the Noblesville lead to 6 points. Greyhounds now trail 16-10.
And in just 50 seconds, the Greyhounds have maxed the amount of points they scored in the first quarter. That's how you want to start the quarter after the output they had in the first.
Well, Will Smith checks back in for the Noblesville Millers. And now the Greyhounds seem to show a little bit of a full court press here. Noblesville breaks it. Carmel gets back on defense. Here's Walker. Curry with it now. Curry catches a screen, dribbles left, catches a double team. Now Davidson. Indoor pass to Smits. Smits backing his man down. Gives it to Curry. Curry driving left on Harrell. Steps back. Steps through. Has nowhere to go with it. Gives it to Walker. Davidson now. Guarded by Clevenger. Now Walker. Walker driving left. Looks out to Curry. Curry rises for 3. Back rim. No good. Rebounded by Harrell. He's one-on-one now. Foul called. And it's on Curry. You know what that looked like to me, Deshaun? If there's a clear path that's going to be called, it may have been right there. The ref only called it a personal foul. But Harrell was looking good for a transition bucket right there.
Very true. Do they call clear path fouls in high school?
If they do, they did not call one right there, Deshaun.
Very, very true. He did look like he was going to get a bucket there. Curry wanted the charge there, though.
So Noblesville still struggling on defense foul-wise. They ended last quarter with 5 fouls, got Carmel into the bonus. They already have 2 here this quarter. Clevenger dribbling into the paint, kicks out to Vogt. Vogt looking for the 3, doesn't take it. Now Harrell. A lot of ball movement here for the Greyhounds. Here's Clevenger. Vogt has it. Clevenger dribbling inside, kicks out to Malloy. Malloy rises for 3. Rebounded by Vogt. Clevenger down the right lane. Entry pass to Malloy. Off his chest, back to Clevenger, and he floats that one up for 2.
And Clevenger is being a force down low. Him and Fine, this should be a good duo if Carmel can keep their energy up.
The Carmel student section getting into it, cheering defense now. The Greyhounds chip down the lead to 4 points. Curry stepping back. Entry pass to Smits. It's deflected. Now Fine has it. Miller's with possession. Here's Smits. Top of the key, handoff to Fine. Fine rising for 3. And that one way left. Malloy, left wing, driving right. Dish to Harrell. Harrell, one dribble in, and he gets the ball stripped away from him. Davidson in transition, good move. Puts Kudo on the ground, and he misses the layup. Vogt gets the rebound and draws a foul.
And here's the Carmel crowd getting into it now. Carmel finally starting to show some fight. The lead's cut down to just 4 points, and they've got a chance to make this a one-possession game.
Well, with just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, Noblesville picks up their 3rd foul of the quarter. Here's Clevenger, guarded by Davidson. Kudo, entry pass to Malloy. Malloy going up for a layup, draws the foul. Noblesville has 4 fouls on them already this quarter. Malloy going to the line here, a chance to cut this lead down to 1 possession, and they're not far from the bonus either, Deshaun.
And that's been the story all night for the Millers. They're going to have to figure something out, or they're going to get a lot of players into foul trouble.
Malloy at the line, Carmel's best free throw shooter, a 100% free throw shooter so far this season. Malloy, first one, good.
I was glad you didn't jinx it there. Able to hit the first one at the line.
Now the Greyhounds are looking at a one-possession game against Noblesville. Malloy, his second shot at the charity line. He gets that one to go. 2-point game here in Eric Clark Activity Center. Walston taking it up for the Millers. Guarded by Malloy. Fine has it. A lot of handoffs right here. Entry pass to Smits. Smits, middle of the floor. Handoff to Curry. Curry drives right. Stolen by Kudo. Kudo in transition. He's going all the way on the left side. Takes it all the way. Coast to coast. Alex Kudo tying things up.
And now the Hounds are feeling it. They've tied this game up, brought it all the way back in less than 4 minutes. Nobody expected this sort of turnaround for the Hounds.
All of the Carmel Greyhounds over there on the bench, on that time up, all of them on their feet, getting hype, flexing, yelling at their teammates. The energy is good in here, Deshaun.
It is. Eric Clark Activity Center is heating up, and we have got ourselves a game here tonight.
Well, some things that have gone right for the Greyhounds since the first quarter ended. They're doing a much better job on offense, just taking the right shot, turning the ball over a lot less. And on the defensive side of things, they're doing everything that they need to do, causing turnovers, making Noblesville take bad shots, and they even slowed down Aaron Fine a little bit. We saw him take that right wing three wide left. So things are going right for the Greyhounds right now, and the Millers slowing down a whole lot so far.
Very true. It looks like Carmel just had to try a couple different lineups, see which one works right defensively in the transition, and it seems like they're starting to figure things out. If they keep playing like this, they might be able to completely flip the switch going into the second half.
Well, here are the Millers. They have the ball with 4:16 left in the quarter. The Greyhounds were able to knot things up at 16 points. Aaron Fine yet to check out of the game, and he'll be taking it up right now for Noblesville. Defended by Clevenger, it's Fine. Handoff to Walker. Now here's Walston. Walston entry pass to Smits. Beautiful basketball play from the Millers.
And it looks like they're coming in more to this part of the second half of the second quarter a little bit more systematically. They were able to hit a couple tough shots in the first quarter, but now it looks like they're going to resort to more of those high percentage looks.
Vogt has it here. Dribbling around that half-court line, it's Clevenger. Gets a screen from Harrell. Drives left, kicks out to Vogt. Clevenger with it. Drives in, looks low for Malloy. Malloy tries to get it out to Vogt, and that one's stolen by the Millers. Noblesville going all the way, it's Walker. Walker to Smits down low. Smits trying to go up, gets the layup over Harrell. Will Smits. So the Noblesville Millers making some adjustments out of this timeout, and they're on a quick 4-0 run. Vogt has it here. Now Malloy. Malloy driving right. Kudo. Defended by Walker. Clevenger now defended by Fine. Gets a screen from Malloy. Vogt gets his defender to jump. Drives right. Beautiful take down the right alley. Nice runner from Julian Vogt.
Yeah, beautiful bucket right there. Vogt was hesitant all first quarter, but there he goes, putting up his first bucket on his first shot attempt.
And Aaron Fine driving baseline on the Greyhounds. He stepped out of bounds. Greyhounds starting to figure it out once again. They trail 20-18 with 2:40 left in the second quarter.
And that's the difference that Ryan Clevenger can make. Such a great on-ball defender, able to force that turnover right there.
Kudo with it. Swings it to Clevenger. Clevenger to Fountain. Fountain to Harrell. Harrell defended by Etchison. Now Clevenger. Clevenger driving right. Looks out to Malloy. Malloy driving in. trying to create something here. He does. Goes up on the right side and draws a foul. That is Noblesville 5th, putting the Greyhounds in the bonus here, Deshaun.
Yep, and he's going to the line here with a chance to tie this game up once again. Tons of free throws here for the Greyhounds tonight, but if they're going to keep fouling you, that's their problem.
Malloy, he's having himself a night so far. He's up to 5 points. I will say, before tonight, the entire year, he had only had one shot attempt. The entire year. So for him to have a game like this, it's got to just be so huge for him and a big confidence booster. His first free throw, however, no good. Malloy, second free throw. Hits it. He's up to 6 points. The Millers have possession of the ball. It's Etchison. Etchison to Fine. Fine dribbling down the left lane. Crossover into the paint. Beautiful take. Aaron Fine yet again.
And the Millers are doing whatever they can do to get Ryan off of Fine here. Screens, off-ball screens, motion, whatever they can do to get anybody else on him because Clevenger's doing such a great job stopping him.
It's safe to say that Fine is one of the key components to that Noblesville backcourt, getting it done from everywhere right now. Here's Malloy. Gives it to Clevenger. Clevenger goes around the screen, gives it to Fountain. A minute and 25 on the clock. Harrell has it, top of the key, drives right, into two defenders, and that is Baron Walker drawing the charge on Evan Harrell. Only Carmel's first foul so far this quarter, but what a job by the Noblesville defense right there.
And it looks like the crowd and the Millers have been looking for that charge call all game. Some of those fouls going Carmel's way, but it's just such a hard call to call.
Evan Harrell, he has 2 fouls on him so far, so they're going to sit him right now, subbing in freshman Aiden Dickerson. Dickerson yet to get himself on the board, but we know that he is a threat from beyond the arc. Here's Walker. Walker to Fine. Fine. Rolls around the screen. Swings it outside. Noblesville trying to make a move right here. Good left-handed take from Luke Etchison. Kudo in the double team. Kicks it out to Clevenger. Clevenger to Fountain. Fountain top of the key to Dickerson. Here's Winders. Kudo on the curl. Top of the key, gives it to Dickerson. Right back to Kudo. Kudo defended by Walker. Fountain with it now. He's guarded by Walston. Less than 30 on the clock here in this first quarter. The Greyhounds seeming to be safe with this possession. They may want the last one of the half. Clevenger dribbling it around at that timeline. Now Dickerson. Kudo runs into Dickerson. Nothing too serious happens. Clevenger has it now. 6 on the clock. Clevenger driving baseline. Kicks out to Kudo. Last second 3. It's good!
And that's a good time to hit your first shot. Cut the lead down to 2 going into the half.
Alex Kudo really keeping the Greyhounds in it. That 3 cuts the lead down to 2 for the Millers. What a good first half of basketball, Deshaun.
What a good first half it was, and what a good comeback and change of events for the Hounds after not being able to make a shot in the first quarter to bring it just within 2.
Now we can say one thing for sure. We knew this before the game, and it is clearly evident right now. The Carmel's big 3 is Alex Kudo, Evan Harrell, and Ryan Clevenger. They have played majority of the game so far, and they have definitely been getting it done. Now I will say, Mitchell Malloy's impact on this game, being a 4th option for the Greyhounds, has really helped keep them in this game, Deshaun.
Very true. He's been the X factor tonight, doing as good as you can, getting to the line and hitting some free throws as well.
Well, after the first half of basketball here, the Greyhounds trail 22-24. Please stick around to CHTV for the halftime report, and we'll be back for second half action shortly.
Welcome back. I'm Eli Penquite.
And I'm Ben Koerner.
Right now, the Greyhounds are down by 2 points to the Noblesville Millers. It is 22 to 24.
The defense on both teams have been really good.
Noblesville shooting hasn't been as good today, as they usually score about 60 points, but today only have 24 so far. And the Greyhounds, on the other hand, have been doing good on defense and have kept them to around their normal point. Right now, Aaron Fine for the Millers is leading with 13 points and is aimed to be higher than his average.
The Millers are trying to keep their lead, but Carmel are trying to stop them right now.
Right now for the Greyhounds, Alex Kudo leads with 5 points and Ryan Clevenger has 4 points, while Will Smith has 5 points for the Noblesville Millers.
Number 3 on the Millers has 13 points.
Steals have been pretty high this game, and there hasn't been a ton of threes, with good amount of layups and shorter shots. Now we're back to Josh Melby and Deshaun.
And welcome back for second half action here at Eric Clark Activity Center, where the Noblesville Millers are facing off against the Carmel Greyhounds. After the first half, the Greyhounds trail 22 to 24, and starting things off for us this half is Noblesville. Already drawing a quick foul on the Greyhounds. First foul of the half. There's Walston getting things started off early for the Millers in the second half.
And Walston has been a physical presence all game, getting buckets down low with ease.
Definitely one of the Noblesville's most skilled players. He's averaging 12 a game. Here's Harrell on the other side of things, drawing a foul on him.
And they just do not have an answer for Harrell. It seems like every time he gets the ball, he's going to the line.
Harrell, his third trip to the line already this game. He's shooting 2 of 2 from there, a 75% free throw shooter throughout the year. Sorry, he's shooting 4 of 4 at the line. Those are his 4 points on this game so far. Harrell's first shot from the line. It's good. Now 5 of 5 so far this game. This kid clearly practices his free throws, Deshaun.
Yep, he is one of the best free throw shooters on this roster, and it's good that he is because he's getting there a lot, taking his 6th free throw right now.
Statistically only behind Mitchell Malloy, who up to this game was shooting 100%. Second free throw from Harrell, it's good. Cuts the Noblesville lead down to 2. Davidson taking the ball up for Noblesville. Swings it to Fine. Fine in the corner. He's driving over Dickerson, and that's a big bucket for Aaron Fine. Really just making his way down the court with a freshman on him. You know a player like Aaron Fine is not going to bother getting boxed up by a freshman.
Yeah, and Dickerson was doing a good job just up until the last minute. Fine sort of clutched the ball, and that was just enough to draw the foul.
Fine with an impressive showing so far tonight. He's up to 16 points already. That and one there, really just getting the energy going for the Millers. Clevenger down the right alley. Breaks down his man, doesn't get the layup to go. Noblesville has it. It's Curry. Curry driving right, kick out. Fine back to Curry. Curry long 3. Nothing but net. What a shot.
And Wow, Noblesville is coming back with the same energy they had at the beginning of this game, taking their lead back up to 8.
And that's Justin Curry, just a good distraction from Aaron Fine. When Aaron Fine's not open, you know that Curry will step up and hit a bucket like that. Harrell has it in the corner. Looking down low for Clevenger. Clevenger popping the layup, doesn't get it to go. Now Noblesville's going the other way. Justin Curry from the same spot, gets it to go again. 2 in a row for him. And he is clearly hot.
And this is why Curry is the perfect player to pair up with the rest of this Noblesville roster. This shows you how electric Curry is and how electric this team is. It was just a super close game. 2-point lead, quickly bounced back up to 11 in just a minute and 36 seconds.
Curry gets up to 9 after that 3, his third of the night. He averages 10 points so far this season, along with 3 rebounds per game and 2 assists per game. Like you said, Deshaun, just a worthy distraction from the other players. He's the team's 3rd leading scorer, but wow, can he shoot at a good efficiency.
Yes, he does, and he sort of plays like that Michael Porter Jr. role you see on the Nuggets. He's got 9 points here on 3 threes, all of which were pretty tough shots.
And I'd say his form is just beautiful, Deshaun. Both of those on the release, I could have tell you they were going in, and they were nothing but net. Now both teams out of the timeout. Greyhounds looking to make some adjustments. It's Harrell taking the ball up for them. Clevenger, guarded by Curry, drives right, gives it to Harrell. Harrell down the left alley. Looks down low for Malloy. Malloy loses the ball, turns it over. Fine. Spins around Clevenger, gives it to Walston. Walston back to Fine. Fine kicks out to Davidson. Davidson to Walston. Walston back to him. Corner 3, good! And the Millers are feeling it from behind the arc so far this half.
And that is 3 made threes in a row for the Millers, and this lead is up to 14 points. Not the start of the second half, the Greyhounds won it.
Dickerson looking to answer. He doesn't. That one's off the back rim. Malloy trying to make the hustle play, knock it off a Noblesville foot, but he's not able to. Noblesville has possession of the ball, and it looks like Carmel's is getting into a little bit of a full court press right here. Clevenger and Kudo playing defense in the full court. They break the press. That's Noblesville. Fine. Looking down the right alley. Spins out, looks for Curry. Curry, heat check. That one's long. Noblesville is able to get their own rebound. Now 5 minutes to play left in the third quarter. Greyhounds trail 24-38. Fine. Left hand dribble, switches to his right, goes past Malloy, trying to bully his way into the bucket. He's not able to, gets his own rebound. Curry gets that rebound. Both shots missed and rebounded by Malloy, and the ref finally blows the play dead. Foul on Noblesville. That was Malloy grabbing the rebound and drawing it. That is Noblesville's second foul of the quarter. And just a great job by Mitchell Malloy right there, going up, grabbing that rebound, and saying enough of these second chance points, enough of these third chance opportunities. Really made sure to end that possession.
Very true, and if he wouldn't have, that lead would have been extended even more than it already is. And this game already seems to be slipping out of the Greyhounds' fingers. They need a bucket here badly.
Most definitely, they trail 14 coming out into the second half. Here's Clevenger to Malloy. Malloy, guarded by Walston, gives it to Dickerson. Dickerson swings left to Kudo. Kudo down low to Harrell. Harrell spins into 2 defenders, kicks out to Malloy. Malloy, corner 3. Back rim, bounces around, doesn't fall. Both teams fighting for it. Noblesville comes out on top. It's Fine in the corner. Doesn't pop it, drives in, looks down low for Smits. Smits not able to rip the ball loose, and the ref calls a jump ball. Noblesville faithful not loving this call right now.
They did not like that call at all, and they got pretty loud to tell us that.
Well, because of the jump ball, Carmel did have the possession arrow going their way, so they now have possession, and obviously that's going to get the Millers fired up. They thought that he was able to spin out of that one. Clevenger with it, gives it to Kudo. Vote now. Fine on him. Gives it to Kudo. 3:45 to play in the quarter. The Greyhounds really need a bucket here. Kudo has it. Gives it to Malloy. A lot of ball movement. Not a lot of sense of urgency from the Greyhounds in this possession. Here's Clevenger down the right alley. Looks to Malloy. Malloy goes up for the layup and swatted away by Aiden Brewer.
And the Millers have came back after letting the lead come back down to 2, and I don't think they're going to let go of this one. They are playing with pride in this lead, and they do not want to give it up.
Clevenger inbounds to Kudo. Malloy with it now. Swings to Vote. Vote in the corner. Pump fake. Right hand drive. Creates separation. Floats it up and gets it to go. Good fadeaway bucket from Julian Vote.
And Vogt has been hesitant to pull the trigger all night, but he saw that his team needed a bucket, so he went to work.
For sure, Julian Vogt finally getting the Greyhounds on the board this half. Right here, that's fine, drawing a foul on number 4, Ryan Clevenger. Ryan Clevenger having a quick talk with the ref. He didn't love that one.
Yeah, and Fine sort of sold the foul a bit. You see players do that a lot. They sort of jerk their neck back to sell that foul a little bit more to the ref, and the ref fell for it.
Greyhounds up to 3 fouls already in this quarter with 3:04 left to play. Substitutions being made for both teams. It's Kudo, Clevenger, Dickerson, Vogt, and Malloy in for the Greyhounds. Walker in for the Millers. He has it. Hands off to Curry. Curry to Fine. Fine top of the key. Catches a screen. Drives right. Past 2 defenders. Flips it out to the corner. That one's deflected. Ref not sure who has it. He points Noblesville ball. Noblesville. They lead by 12. Aaron Fine, a large factor of that. He is 16. He's the one inbounding there. And immediately, ref calls a foul. Off-ball foul on the inbound. Carmel's 4th foul of the quarter. Aiden Dickerson, his 2nd of the game. One more foul will put the Noblesville Millers in the bonus with 2:48 to play in the 3rd quarter. Substitutions being made for the Greyhounds. Max Winters checks in for Dickerson after he picks up his 2nd foul. Greyhounds lacking that energy that they had at that one point in the 2nd quarter. That's really all they need, because let me tell you, Noblesville has all the momentum right now, Deshaun.
Very true, and they're showing it with their lead here back up to double digits where it was at the start of this game. Let's see if they can hold it.
Well, here's Walker, defended by Kudo, gives it to Curry. Fine with it now. Catches a screen from Brewer. Brewer rolls. Fine doesn't hit him. He goes all the way in. Finally hits Brewer, and Brewer gets the left-handed bucket on the pick and roll. Aaron Fine making the beautiful dish down low. He's the tied leading assist leader for the Noblesville Miller. He averages 4 a game. Vote for the Greyhounds, guarded by Fine. Gives it to Malloy. Malloy, dribbling left. Kicks right to Vogt. Vogt rises for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebounded by Fine. And he is everywhere right now. Fakes the handoff. Fine to Walker. Walker to Curry. Curry using that screen. Curry, tightly guarded by Vogt. Calls for his screen. Crosses left. Good defense from Vogt. Fine with it now. Fine, dribbling right, spin move left, gives it to Walker in the corner. Walker getting into the paint, goes up for a layup, rejected. Off the block, it goes out on his feet. Greyhounds with an incredible defensive possession get the block and they'll have the ball.
And that's the sort of play you want to see from the Greyhounds, getting their energy back up a little bit, but they still only got 4 points in this quarter.
Well, here's Clevenger getting across the court. Extreme full court pressure from Walker right there. Clevenger didn't pass the ball once that entire possession, and it was poked loose out of bounds on the Millers.
And what a defensive possession there. Millers all over Carmel right now. They look absolutely disrupted.
Disruptive indeed, Deshaun. Clearly speeding up this Carmel offense, making them play at a different pace. And on the inbound there, things getting awfully chippy. Ref blows his whistle, and it seems like he calls one on Noblesville. That was Brandon Walker flying right in front of us. He's the one that ended up on the ground, and the foul seemed to be called on him.
Yeah, and it looks like he tried to sell the foul, just like Fine did a couple possessions ago. That was a little bit of a flop job right there.
I'll tell you what, if Fine does something, then I'm going to try to mimic that as well because, wow, he is killing it right now for Noblesville. Kudo with it. Defended by Curry. Crosses left, looks out to Malloy. Malloy, corner three. No good. Rebounded by Noblesville. Here's Fine. Less than a minute to play in the third quarter now. Greyhounds trail 14. And Walker has it. Foul called. Excuse us now, we may be experiencing some technical difficulties. Aaron Fine at the line. Excuse us right there, we were experiencing some technical difficulties. Aaron Fine is at the line with 2 shots. He's been everywhere so far tonight. Buries the first one, extending the Noblesville lead to 15 points. Now, when we were going through our preparation for this game, we knew to look out for this kid. Number 3, Aaron Fine, averaging 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Deshaun, I was skeptical that he could have been such a difference maker in this game, but it is clear right now. As he shoots his second free throw, hits that one, puts him up to 18 points, and he's been all the difference in this game.
Very true. Such a great playmaker and bucket getter. He is the definition of a true point guard that you want on your roster.
Alex Kudo, give it to Harold, no look pass, back to Kudo. Kudo spins right, dump pass to Harold, Harold and Malloy. Beautiful ball movement, gets 3 of the Noblesville players to jump, and buries the layup. Mitchell Malloy. Fine with it for the Millers.
Not the easiest place to win in, but it's getting easier as we see lots of students from the student section, lots of fans getting up and leaving because this is a lead that'd be extremely hard to come back from.
The Greyhounds did start the year off 1-0 at home. This is only their second home game, and unless they really figure something out, it looks like their home record will bump down to 500 along with their overall record. That will bump to 2-2. Unless something crazy happens here to Sean, you never know.
Very true, and I'd also like to mention that unless something crazy happens, this is going to be the second outing in a row against Noblesville that they win after a 15 consecutive win streak from Carmel against Noblesville. So this will be a good win tonight for the Millers.
Let's reiterate that. Noblesville lost 15 varsity boys basketball games in a row to the Greyhounds until just last year when the Noblesville Millers finally defeated them. And now they're looking like they're going to be able to do it for a second year in a row. There's Kudo driving in, doesn't get the layup to go, looking for a foul, doesn't get it, but it is out of bounds on Noblesville. Carmel inbounding underneath their basket. Here's Clevenger on the inbound, looking for Kudo in the corner. Fountain, guarded by Fine, swings it to Clev. Clev to Kudo. Kudo entry pass, that's deflected. Turnover, Alex Kudo. Aaron Fine taking the ball up for Noblesville. Dribbling right. Beautiful entry pass to Walker. Walker puts up the smooth left-handed leg.
And Fine shows his playmaking ability once again, and that's what happens when you're playing alongside Flory Badunga in your AAU days.
And there's Harrell with the corner three, swirls the iron and pops out. Fountain gets the rebound, goes up and draws the foul. Fountain heading to the line for 2 shots. This will be his first free throws of the year. Let's see how he starts them off. Carmel can definitely use him right now, trailing 49-28 with 5:43 left to play here tonight. Fountain's first free throw, he buries it. Fountain's first points of the night. He only averages 3 points per game, and I will say, outside of Alex Kudo, Ryan Clevenger, and Evan Harrell, nobody on this Carmel roster averages over 3.3 points. Their offense is very slow. They do not get going except for those big three, and you can see that here again tonight. Just not a great offensive outing from the Greyhounds.
Very true, and that's been the story of this season, just struggling to get points on the board.
Harrell with the steal, kicks out to Kudo. Kudo corner three, no good. Noblesville gets the rebound. Carmel really could have used that one right there, but here's Aaron Fine taking the ball up for Noblesville, immediately draws a quick foul on Clevenger.
He's really good at selling those fouls like that, and it's very easy to fool the rest when you're moving that fast.
Well, there's 2 fouls on Clevenger so far tonight. Greyhounds' first foul of the quarter with 5:27 left to play. Clevenger pressuring full court. Fine to Curry. Curry inside to Davidson. Davidson to Walston. Walston defended by Malloy. Now Curry. Curry to Fine. They're really passing this ball around, just cherishing their offensive possession as they savor this lead. Entry pass down low to Walston. It's high and over his outstretched hands. Mikey Fountain going the other way with it. Flips it out to Malloy. Malloy dribbling inside the paint. Kicks out to Kudo. Kudo corner three. Over a defender. That one's short.
And now he's really just jacking them, trying to get one to go. Really struggling from the perimeter. He's hit 1 3 in about, I believe, 7 attempts. Really struggling from beyond the arc tonight.
Noblesville calling an unexpected timeout right there. Probably trying to give their starters and their players a quick breather. Aaron Fine has hardly checked out of the game so far. I'm not sure if he has checked out of the game. And boy, is he hooping. He's up to 18 tonight, and he's just been incredibly efficient, drawing multiple fouls, had a couple dimes. The kid is balling out.
Very true. 18 points, just under his 19 points per game that he averaged. So just another average night for Fine. He shows up every single game for this Millers roster. Nothing different tonight.
And the question going into this game was, how is Clevenger going to be able to combat against him? People were speculating that he would be a tough matchup for Fine, but this game may just prove that there is no tough matchup for Fine. Now then again, Clevenger is having himself an alright game. He's up to 4 points, but he's getting it done floor general-wise. He has multiple assists, really leading the team out there, but Aaron Fine really just on top right now. And here he is, tightly guarded by Clev. Swings it to Walston. Walston back to him. Here's Fine, catches the screen. Drives left, down that left alley. Step right, doesn't get the layup to fall. Rebounded by Harrell. Clevenger into the double team, spins out, gives it to Vogt. Vogt right wing to Fountain. Fountain top of the key three. No good. The Greyhounds cannot find one to fall so far this quarter.
It's been a struggle in all 3 quarters except the second. I don't know what happened after the end of the second quarter, what happened in the locker room, but whatever they did, they should never do it again.
Well, here's Smits. Smits handoff to Curry. Curry to Fine. Fine driving left, right past 2 defenders, kicks out to Davidson. Davidson drives in and turns the ball loose. Harrell off the back of Clevenger, but he recovers it. Clevenger driving in, turns the ball over. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but Noblesville is going the other way, and Clevenger picks up another transition foul. That's 3 on the senior leader, Ryan Clevenger. Greyhounds still trail by 19 with 3:35 to play left in this game. Inbounded to Fine. Fine to Davidson. Davidson in the corner to Walston. Walston back to Davidson. Fine has it now. At about half court, blows by Clevenger, gets into the paint and kicks it out to Walston. Walston corner 3 is good.
And another dime by Fine there. He's just the definition of a floor general.
He gets things going for this Noblesville team, and that bucket from Walston has got him up to 8 so far tonight. Clevenger, guarded by Davidson at the top of the key, gives it to Vogt. Less than 3 minutes remain in this contest now. Harrell drives left, forces the layup, draws a foul. He'll be going to the line for 2 shots right here. Clock stops, which is more than ideal for the Greyhounds. They have 2 minutes and 55 seconds to make a 22-point comeback.
Yeah, and with that said, this game is just about done. Student section clearing out here for the Hounds. It looked like there was a chance for a second, but it's nearly impossible. But we've seen crazier things happen in this game of basketball.
Well, here subs in Jamie Wack, his second game so far, checking in for this varsity roster the entire season out of the 4 games played. And Harrell knocking down that first free throw and the second. He's up to 8 points, 8 from the free throw line today. All of his points have been from the line, and he's hitting them so far. Spin move Walker. He's taking it up for Noblesville. Handoffs to Curry. Curry to Veter. Veter to Davidson. Davidson guarded by Wack. Rolls around that screen, looks corner. Here's Curry, corner 3. Buries the triple.
And that kid just does not miss. Another tough bucket from him and another bucket from beyond the arc.
Noblesville has just been killing us so far beyond that perimeter to Sean. We have not had much of an answer for this fast-paced, elite Noblesville offense. And that's how you find yourself down 55-32.
And another big reason for this huge deficit is Carmel's inability to hit the 3-point shot. They have struggled from that range all night, and that's what happens when your best 3-point shooter, Alex Kudo, can't find his stroke. He's only hit 1 3 all game compared to the Millers' best 3-point shooter, Justin Curry, who's already up to 4 threes in this game, all 12 of those points coming from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Kudo, a 36% field goal percentage shooter so far this year. I gotta tell you, I have to imagine that he's shooting a lot worse than that so far this game. He's also averaging 10.3 points per game. He's only at 5 right now, and they have been a groggy 5 to Sean. You know, this Noblesville defense, it's also just as impressive as the as their offense. And this Noblesville team, clearly a very impressive team. Heading into tonight's game, after losing the Fishers, they dropped down to 15th in the AP poll for 4A here in Indiana. And I bet you after tonight, they're going to jump right back up, quite possibly into the top 10.
Very, very true. This is their third convincing win they've had all year. All of their wins coming by double digits.
So here's Harrell, backing down his man. Swings it out to Dickerson. Now Dickerson trying to make a post move happen. Gives it to Fountain. The Noblesville student section really taunting the Carmel faithful right here as they turn the ball over. I will say they have every right to. This will be Noblesville's first time beating the Greyhounds in this building since 2011, Deshaun. They have got to feel so good picking up this win.
Very true. Carmel has had their best against this school for many years, but it seems like Noblesville has completely flipped the switch recently.
Now all JV players playing right now for the Greyhounds. Perry checked in finally. He's the only junior other than Alex Kudo to check in all 4 games. Let's see what he can do in this last 2 minutes. Wack has it, swings to Michaels. Ref blows the whistle dead. Seemed to be an off-ball foul on the Millers. That's their 3rd on the quarter. Now this is a great opportunity to Sean. Sorry, off-ball foul on the Greyhounds. The young JV players not doing their jobs, and on this full court pressure, the Noblesville coach is forced to call a timeout.
I will say, although they did foul them on that last possession, this JV roster has been putting in a lot more energy than the varsity team was. Obviously, they're doing as much as they can with the time they have, but they just showing a lot more heart in this game.
I will say, for those of you watching around the world, this is a great opportunity to get to know some of the Carmel JV players who are full of talent. They played an impressive game here before. They did fall short to Noblesville, but they kept it close. And some of these guys in the game right now, Jamie Wack, Zach Michaels, Jack Perry, Ben Bremer, all of them, Aiden Dickerson we've seen a little bit tonight, and we know that he can fill it up. These are good players on this team, and this will just be a great opportunity to see what they're made of in this last 2 minutes. Well, here they are in a full court press. Noblesville gets it in to Aaron Fine's brother, Adam Fine. Adam Fine swings it to Luke Davis. Back to Adam Fine. This Carmel defense just trying to get a stop right now, trying to cause a turnover in a 2-3 zone. Here's Luke Davis driving right, gets past his man, Veeder coming in on the cut. Beautiful pass from Davis, and Veeder puts up a fancy little layup.
And this lead is super high, up to 25 points, and Noblesville is not letting off the gas.
Bremer right there driving into the middle of the court, gets swarmed by 3 black jerseys and draws a quick foul. Bremer has it, 1:15 on the clock here. Wack to Zach Michaels. Michaels dribbling his way into the paint, bodying his way up, draws a foul on that shot attempt. He will be going to the line for a couple free throws. Foul on Adam Fine, his first of the game. Let me tell you, the freshman Adam Fine, you can tell that he is Aaron Fine's brother. If they don't look like siblings, and I don't know what siblings look like, Deshaun.
Very true. He sort of plays like his brother, too. I was watching him in the JV game. He loves to get to the basket and pass the ball just like his older brother does.
Zach Michaels' first free throw. That one's good. His second one, good as well. Now Noblesville trying to get the ball up court. Here's Luke Davis. Dribbles it along that far sideline, gives it to Fine. Fine to Walker. Walker with Zach Michaels on him. Under a minute to play here. Here's Fine dribbling in. Good dump pass. Beautiful ball movement from the Millers. And that's Will Smits getting himself an extra bucket this game. Now Perry in the paint. Passes it out to Michaels. Michaels rises for 3. Back rim, no good. Now, under 30 to play left in this contest. This game is more than over now. Noblesville, Carmel out here. These JV kids really playing till that final whistle blows, and I honestly respect that a whole lot. Luke Davis with it. Just passing it around that timeline right there. Under 10 to play. Adam Fine, he will dribble this one out. So it seems as if Carmel will fall short to Noblesville Millers, 34 to 59. Definitely a slow game out of the Greyhounds and a fast one from the Millers.
Very true. It was back and forth. Noblesville took a huge lead. Carmel brought it just within 2 in entering the second half. And just like that, it was right back up to a double-digit lead and eventually pushed all the way to a 25-point lead. Noblesville comes out on top 59 to 34.
Well, Carmel's worst showing on offense so far, only putting up 34 points. It's going to be tough to win games when you're not able to score at as high as a rate as you usually are. But that will do it for tonight's broadcast. I've been Josh Melby, alongside me, Deshaun Barnes. The Greyhounds fall short 34 to 59. And up next, the post-game show.
Welcome back. Your Greyhounds lost 34 to 59 versus the Millers.
In the first half, the Greyhounds kept it close, but in the second half, the Millers extended their lead so much that at one point they were winning by 25.
Alex Kudo scored 5 points for the Greyhounds, and Clevenger scored 4. Mitchell Malloy and Mural each had 8 points, which was the most for the Greyhounds, while multiple players for the Millers had more than that. That's going to be it. I've been
Ben Koerner.
And I've been Eli Penquite with your Carmel Sports.